All right, welcome to Chat with Nat. I have Keith here, Keith Renno. Keith, tell us what you do.
Well, thank you for having me. Home financing. I'm a loan officer and I do mortgages.
Awesome. Okay, so for people that have never bought a house, tell me the process. Like, how do you get a loan for a house? Do you get the loan first and then you go looking for homes, or how does that all work?
Great question. Typically, you get set up for the loan. We call that the pre-approval process.
Okay.
Focusing on three key components: credit, income, and down payment. How those three items relate to one another is typically how we determine options and what someone's going to qualify for. I would say from there, they're typically out with yourself shopping.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yes, you have a real estate agent that goes shopping with you, and you have a mortgage officer. Those are like the two things. They go hand in hand, unless you have cash, in which case, wow.
Just need a realtor. Don't need to talk to me.
Although it's funny because I have dealt with a few cash investors, and their intention is to still get a loan, even though they could have cash to buy it. So it's, sometimes they'll buy it and then refinance, a loan after the fact.
Yeah, maybe they get a better deal or actually get the deal with cash. And then a program we have is called delayed financing, where we can do a refinance and get access to 70 to 80% of that cash out right away.
Yeah, I wanna be that cash buyer.
Same.
Someday. Okay, so you are located here in Ventura, and you've grown up in Southern California.
I have.
So tell me your story of where you've started and then where you are now.
Okay, so grew up in Chatsworth, went out to the Santa Clarita Valley in 2005. That's where I started my mortgage practice. Ran a practice out there from 2005 to 2020, and that's when I made the move down to Ventura. So I still, network and am in Santa Clarita quite a bit, but looking to really branch out and really establish myself here in Ventura.
Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, we think of Santa Clarita and Ventura as being so far away, but they're less than an hour drive from each other.
45 minutes up and down the 126. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful drive.
It is gorgeous. I mean, a lot of people don't think of Southern California as being agricultural, but it's actually a really gorgeous drive through a lot of, oranges, avocado groves. It's really nice.
Next to nothing in terms of traffic. It's not bad.
Yeah. But just surprising also to have no traffic in Southern California, right?
Very true. You're going through the farmland.
Yeah. So, all right. So you are now here in Ventura. Why did you move to Ventura?
Great question. A lot of life circumstances, but what originally brought me down here was the investment opportunity. I see a lot of growth in Ventura. I see a lot of folks headed this way. I kind of geek out on the data, and where I think some other parts of Southern California might have, say, a 5% appreciation year over year. I think this area in Ventura will be more like 10% going forward.
Okay.
I think we've seen that over the last several years, and that's what originally brought me down here, was to look to buy a triplex. I wasn't looking to move down here. I was looking to buy an investment property. That didn't work out. A little place in the downtown Ventura area came on the market, and I did a little reverse search. How many homes in that area have sold under $1 million in the last 5 years? And there was 5 that came up, and jumped on that little opportunity and purchased another property after that, and love in Ventura.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about being in Ventura now?
The weather.
Yeah.
And coming from Santa Clarita, I mean, it's not that far of a drive like we were talking about,
Right.
but big difference in climate.
Very, very big. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, I have a lot of people that I know, friends, family members that really love the Santa Clarita area, but you have to really love like hot desert weather.
Yeah, key to have a pool in the backyard or have access to one. It's an amazing community to raise a family. There's a great sense of community out there. Crime rate's low. Schools are great. There's a lot of positive things. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of families from the Los Angeles area come up to Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was missing out on the weather down here. For it to be 4 p.m. and you can go for a hike, run, you're not only seeking air conditioning.
Right.
It's amazing.
Right. In fact, most houses here in Ventura don't have air conditioning.
My friends and family that live in Santa Clarita and other parts, when I share with them how good the weather is, that's what I share. I don't even have an air conditioner.
Right.
And their mind's blown. They can't even comprehend
wow, really?
that.
Really?
Yeah, like,
really? Are you sure? Really?
Yeah. And you paid what for that house?
And it's year round. You know what I mean? It's not, that's one thing too. Santa Clarita has really blown up because of its proximity to LA. Ventura, I think, is just now seeing its growth of people that are moving from the LA area because of the weather.
Yeah, that and with the pandemic and work from home, it's opened up. I mean, myself, I'm a prime example. If we didn't have the pandemic, if I wasn't able to work from home, if that wasn't a shift in my industry, I would still be in Santa Clarita.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you get to live in beautiful Ventura. What do you
Loving
take
it.
advantage of here in Ventura? Like, what are your activities that you do that you like to
Oh,
do
goodness. I share with folks when I park my car in the garage, I typically travel like I'm 12 years old. I ride a bike and skateboard most places, which is amazing.
here? Yeah.
I picked up paddleboarding. I'm learning how to surf, which is a humbling experience.
It truly is. It really is.
It's so much harder than it looks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And, just again, being at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to grab Rocky, my dog, and go for a hike or really whatever you are choosing to do. Very little limitations if you enjoy outdoor living.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. We have a huge population of people that are just never inside. They just want to be outside all day. And so it's a great place for them. So getting back to mortgages, all right. What are the most frequent questions that you get from buyers?
Typically, it's what is my down payment and what is going to be my monthly payment.
Okay.
So they really want to know the numbers. And I think those are the two most important numbers. What's going to be my initial out-of-pocket and what is my out-of-pocket going to be going forward?
Yeah.
And if they're comfortable with those numbers, then from there, typically the basis to proceed forward and start looking at property.
What is the biggest hindrance for people when they come first see you? What is the thing that you're like, oh, we got to work on this first?
Oftentimes credit. And credit's the one thing that we can work on. Typically can't help out an individual with down payment. You can give them some
Right.
suggestions of ways to, come up with down payment. Have you looked into pulling from your retirement fund? Have you talked to family? Gift funds are an option. But, income, same thing. We can't help out too much with that.
Right.
Maybe share with them how they can adjust their withholdings to where maybe they have a little higher net on their monthly paycheck. Maybe they feel more comfortable affording a slightly higher payment. Maybe that kind of reaches the goal as far as the property that they're hoping to get themselves into. So we can make some suggestions there. But credit, sometimes folks don't realize that a medical collection hit their credit and what that has done to their credit score. So that's why I share if you're looking to buy real estate, never too early. I think if you're within 12 months, good time to have a lender take a look at things and make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary going on that you don't know about, or maybe you can pay down a small debt to boost up your credit score and, in a month or two be in a better environment.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stress to buyers enough. Go and talk to a lender, and then they say, well, we're not that serious. We'll just wait. And then they end up finding a house. They try to get a loan then, and it's too late in some ways. You found the perfect house, but now trying to make this loan work in a shorter period of time is sometimes stressful and difficult, and sometimes it doesn't materialize. I have recent buyers. They started working with a lender 3 years ago just because they needed all of that help and that prep time in order to get them ready.
Yeah, I love that. Love that. Super important.
Yeah, so go talk to Keith right now.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, what is your biggest piece of advice for somebody that is about to embark on owning a home?
Never too early to know your numbers and be informed. I think it's all about making informed choices. And myself and any other lender, what we do is cost obligation free. You should never be charged fees up front. So it doesn't hurt to know options, make informed choices.
Right, exactly. Okay, closing. What is your favorite restaurant in Ventura?
Ooh, favorite restaurant in Ventura? That's a tough one. I will say Cafe Zach.
Ooh, Cafe Zach. I haven't been to Cafe Zach yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going soon.
We're going to have to go, right? Okay, we'll have to go check it out. All right, well, thank you for joining me, Keith. I will put all of Keith's information below. Do you have any NMLS numbers that you need to say since we talked about mortgages?
No, I haven't quoted interest rates or done anything like that.
All right, good.
I think I'm in the clear.
Okay, well, and
Thanks for asking.
Well, you're welcome, because I have to say I'm Natalie Oman with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, California Properties, DRE 0208-5495. I know, so fun. Okay, guys, have a great day.